Mario has been on quite a few 3D adventures. He's been on vacation and bathed in the sun. He's even been to outer space without a helmet on, turned into a bee and lived to tell the tale. Crazy, I know. But out of all of these adventures, I'm sure the one that we remember most is Super Mario 64. And if you think about it, this game is perhaps the most bizarre Mario game there is. Even more bizarre than a bee in space. The game just feels very naive, but in a really cool and unique way. Unlike newer entries that have had time to perfect the craft, Super Mario 64 was Mario's first jump into 3D, and because of this, the levels are very haphazard and naive in their design. Although I do prefer the newer linear style, I like to look at these old designs as the building blocks of the platforming genre, and because of that, I cut the game a lot of slack. That being said, Peach's castle is weird, like, weird. Players often consider this place to be one of the best hub worlds ever, but the way I see it, Peach's castle is just about as confusing as a hub world can get. There's just a few things that I don't quite understand. So okay, we know that the castle is somewhere in the Mushroom Kingdom. But as we can see here, the castle is surrounded by nothing, almost as if it's a floating island. Then, in Super Smash Bros. 64, it looks like you're on a floating island and the castle is on the ground. But it's way too cloudy to see the Mushroom Kingdom. How convenient. But it's not getting away that easy, because you actually do get to see outside of this place in Mario Kart 64. And here we see that if we could have seen outside, there would only be a racetrack. Because aside from being a princess and living in regal splendor, Peach also has an aptitude for racing.
Here we go!
Heading inside of the castle, things become even stranger. You'll see several doors that lead to several rooms with several paintings, but that seems to be the only purpose for them, displaying various art pieces. So remind me, was this Princess Peach's castle or Peach's art gallery? Either one's fine. Now, I'm more than aware that these are just used as a cool way of separating the levels, and it works quite well. But what is actually happening here in regards to the Mario universe itself? Did Bowser make the paintings magical, or were they always able to take you somewhere? Are these even real places? I understand that the painting is acting as a portal, but is the portal to a real place outside of the castle walls, or a portal to a painting that's been brought to life by magic? I'm just so confused about this whole thing. Because if Peach already had these paintings here, then why does she need 3 of the same painting in the same room? She even has several of this painting scattered throughout the castle, so what makes this one middle one able to take me somewhere whilst the others are just decorative? On the other hand, if she didn't always have them here and the paintings are bought by Bowser, then is this room supposed to be some kind of test for Mario? Because that's just lame. Also, don't just leave your bombs lying about. That's just bad feng shui. On the endless stairway, there's pictures of Bowser and Peach either side, suggesting that it was in fact Bowser that bought the paintings here. But logically, why would he even need to do that? If he could just lock the doors magically and have stars be the only usable key, then why even give Mario a chance? Just lock the doors and don't bother with the paintings, you stupid turtle! I realize that wouldn't be a fun game, but why does he leave his bombs lying about? That's just bad feng shui, you stupid turtle. What even is Bowser? Turtle dragon thing? It's confused me, and I'm still confused. In fact, the whole Mario universe is just a big, confusing mess. Why is Mario an Italian plumber? Like, why? Why? Why so specific? Why is Toad called Toad when his race is Toad? Like, Toadsworth is called Toadsworth, but he's a Toad, and Toad is called Toad, but he's also a Toad. What does this mean? The oddest thing is that sometimes a painting isn't even needed at all. Sometimes a wall will take you to a level, sometimes a clock, sometimes even a random black square in the corner of a room. Why? Why is this a thing? We have paintings! Use them! And this is only barely scraping the surface. There are so many confusing things in this game that I would need to make this video well over a half hour to actually talk about them all. So, rather than cover them in long, intricate detail, I'm just going to quickly list some of them. Here we go. What is this pool of metallic paint for? Why is the basement flooded? And why is there a rabbit? Why is there fog and a dark sky the first time you enter Jolly Roger's Bay, but not any other time? Why does every window in the aquarium look onto a different coloured sky? How exactly do I get a ghoul medal? Why is there a coffin by the Haunted Mansion's door? Is Elle real? Where does this crate come from when you raise the ship if there was no crate when the ship was initially sunk? How did the ship even get here? If the paintings are all indicative of what levels they'll take you to, what level is this one? And finally, why isn't dust reflective? Well, that's about as much as I can take for one day, but I think I've got my point across. Super Mario 64 has a way more confusing hub world than most people give it credit for, and that doesn't make it a bad game, it's just something I noticed. Thanks for watching another episode of Loco Locales, and I'll see you next time for more weirdness. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to check out some of my other videos, please click on either of these two boxes. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because that's always nice. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Facebook. I'm SuperGameEskimo, and I'll see you next time.